because Lisa called me today and there was a lot of information going in, so I recorded it, um, just so I can be truthful and people can't be like Queen's just saying that. No, I have it all here. 40 minutes of a conversation with Lisa. She's now saying she's part of the Creator Fund. Oh joy. What did Lisa say? What I feel comfortable going over is Lisa confirmed that, when she's asking you guys for donations, 70% of the time it is for what she really needs it for. The other 30% of the time it's for her to buy pills on the street for her to maintain her addiction. And then I also just said that unfortunately she's going through a lot at home, and that her daughter has gone down the same path. This is Lisa saying this. I can't confirm. I can only say what Lisa is saying. Ronnie wants a box. Well, tell Ronnie to to request, please, and of course I'll let Ronnie up. I like Ronnie. Thank you. But she's definitely putting a lot on everybody else and her family as an excuse. Like I said, I just kind of took it in as that, just her saying what she needs to say. Ronnie, are you here, sweetheart? I don't see a request. Ooh, I'm cold. I'm like shivering. There you are. Girl. Okay. Hi.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Girl, I'm okay. I've just been sitting on this conversation that I had with your sister today, and now I'm getting conflicting behavioral information from Lisa. She tells me all these things, and of course, you can only believe what with a grain of salt. But then I find out within an hour probably of her getting done talking to me, she was now live again, but then bashing me. And so I'm just like, okay, well, you wanted me, you literally took up my morning asking me for help and asking me to, support you and listen to all your problems, and now you're right back to doing what you're doing. And of course now you won't unblock me, even though she said she was going to. um and then she brought your dad up.
She always brings me into everything, and I just be sitting at my house minding my business, taking care of my child.
Right, I know. But she's I'm like, we're not surprised about what she's admitted to me. I think it was just more of, okay, confirmation, and she's at least being somewhat honest about that. But I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, I know I can't save her. I can only give her suggestions on taking, steps forward. But she has come to me and, unfortunately, has told me that her daughter, Abby, is addicted to drugs now, and she's fighting Abby at home because Abby's violent and getting aggressive. And she's like, well, how do I get her to stop? How do I get her to stop? And I told her, I said, an addict can't tell another addict to stop, especially when you're actively addicted. I said, you need to focus on your sobriety first before you can save your baby.
Yeah.
She's not going to listen to you. That's hypocritical of you.
Well,
You
from my
know,
understanding, Abby's not even there anymore.
right. She's telling me that Abby is running around with a boyfriend, or a transgender boyfriend of hers, who is not a good person either, I
Neither
guess.
one of them are.
Yeah. So there's two different people. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's bringing up some transgender person, and that's who was in the room the day that she was on live kicking Abby's door in, I guess. And, and I just told her, I said, look, I mean, I know you want to, stop speaking. Please stop speaking on Abby. I'm not sure what that pertains to. Uh, um, but I did tell her, that she really can't do. I mean, I want her to do something to save her children, but you can't do anything until you can focus on yourself.
Right. The crazy part about it is I actually just talked to Lisa today for the first time in almost 2 months now. I haven't spoken to her since I had the baby, and that was 7 weeks ago, even before then.
Yeah.
And I had told her what's funny is because she also told you, and I heard it with my own 2 ears because you played the recording, that her and Jace weren't invited to Thanksgiving because I said she's not allowed around the baby.
Right.
My parents didn't even have Thanksgiving. My parents cooked food the day before Thanksgiving and dropped some off to my house and her house, all because they did not want to do Thanksgiving this year. And that's their decision.
Right.
So there was no Thanksgiving for anybody to be invited to.
Right. Right.
So I'm not, I don't understand why she keeps, saying this narrative. And that really made me angry because that's what she told Jace. And I found that out through my dad. And I had ended up getting in contact with Jace and told him that there was no Thanksgiving, so don't listen to her. But also, your mother is not allowed around the baby. You are. He can
Right.
come to my house anytime he wants and see the baby. But Lisa gave me some sob story earlier about how she really wants to meet the baby, and she thought that she wasn't allowed to see the baby because I got mad when she, used Abby's situation that she went through to get money. Because that's when I blocked her and just stopped talking to her. She
Yeah.
was like, I don't know why I can't see the baby, all because of Abby. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with that. I told you and mom and dad that you can't see the baby until you're clean.
Right.
Just because you're raising your kids around that don't mean that I'm going to.
Exactly.
Because I'm not. But like
Right.
it makes me angry because like she's literally telling people that I made her and Jay stay home and spend Thanksgiving by themselves when there was no Thanksgiving for anybody to be invited to.
Yeah, she had a lot to say about you towards the end and her father, and she's saying, again, I took it with a grain of salt. I didn't say much in regards to it, but she was saying that, you, when she's like, oh, I want to come over, and you're like, well, she says that you say, well, you gotta get gas money to do that if you're going to come over. And then she says that you tried to tell her to go live and ask for it. And I'm like, well, either Ronnie is being sarcastic if Ronnie said that, because we already know that that's what Lisa tends to do. But, or she's thinking you seriously mean like go on live and get you some gas money so you can come over. And
Well,
she also says that you had told her to put like a wish list up for you, I guess, before you had the baby or something like that on her TikTok. And like basically she's insinuating that her family members are encouraging her to get the money off of TikTok for either themselves or for her to get things done. And so,
I mean, obviously she's gonna put the blame on everybody else. But
right,
I'm a very sarcastic person, but I wouldn't even sarcastically say to Lisa, go on TikTok because like we all know she's going to. And everybody wants her off of TikTok. But no, I do not tell Lisa to get gas money so she can come over and see the baby because A, she's never met the baby and the baby is 7 weeks old. And two, Lisa doesn't even know where I live. And that's for a very good reason.
right. I don't know if Lisa's live, to be honest. I'm
And
blocked.
the whole wish list thing was I sent it to Lisa because she said it was the day after she got Jace's check when I made that wish list. She said that she wanted to buy me a couple things for like that I needed, like maternity clothes. And then the next thing I turn around, she posted it on her TikTok herself. I sent it to her privately.
Yeah. There's a lot. She says that like supposedly she gives her dad $350 a month for her gas money to get to and from the clinic every day, but he ends up spending the majority of it in the first like probably week. And so that's why she runs out of money so fast for gas. And the only thing I could suggest to her was if that's the case, then manage your own money. Either pay the man per ride or put it on a Lyft account or something and go to the clinic by yourself. You know.
She does not give my dad that much money. And also, my dad spends the money on gas, which isn't even enough for the whole month. And then my dad figures out money how to take her to the clinic every day once that gas money runs out.
And then she said that she just that the majority of all her money that she gets every month gets split up between other family members because blah blah blah, and now she's being pressured to take in her 16-year-old son, and all of that because of his behaviors going on at home, I guess. But I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, don't take that kid on if that is some of the problem. That doesn't make any, like, you can't even take care of yourself or Jace.
I don't understand why anybody would give her another child.
I don't know. Apparently, allegedly, she's saying that her other son's family, who's taking care of him, are having problems with him and substance issues, stealing pills from people's stashes and acting out of control. And now they're looking at her to take him in. And I'm like, why would you do that? If you guys know
If
what
I'm
she.
being completely honest, that sounds exactly like something that they would do.
Oh, wow. That's sad.
They wanted him once Big Cole passed away because they thought that they were going to get like this do-over to raise a kid who, wasn't all messed up, because Big Cole wasn't, I mean, he was a good dad, but he wasn't the best person, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Me and him did not get along. We never seen eye to eye the whole time him and Lisa were together, but the one thing that I can say about the man was he was a damn good dad. He did take care of those kids. But now that, his parents let, Cole Jr. go down the path that he's now going down, now they just don't want to deal with it. So now it's going to be, oh, you can go back to your mom.
Yeah. So, well, she definitely, I don't think that's the smartest idea.
Definitely not the smartest idea, but I mean, if I'm being honest, the grandparents aren't a good place for him to be either. And I said that when they took him in the first place.
Right. Right. I don't know. And then, like I said, I mean, the people in the comments, I'm not here. Like, you got, like, a few of you I've seen in the comments saying, like, don't speak on Abby. She is 21 years old, you guys. I'm not speaking on a minor.
Right.
I'm not speaking ill of her. If anything, I'm sad for her. If that is true, what Lisa said is going on with her. But I mean, I just wanted to tell you guys that I've told Lisa time and time again that she cannot fix anybody else's problems until she fixes herself. And if that is why Abby is behaving the way Abby is behaving, it makes sense. I'm not saying she is on anything. I'm not the one who said it. But that's her side of the story. That's some of the stresses that Lisa is saying she's dealing with right now. And so I only could give her the best advice that I could, is that you can't say shit to anybody who's actively addicted when you're actively addicted, and you really need to take time and start doing things for yourself. So another thing real quick, Lisa also said in this conversation, and I don't know why she offered it, but she said, hey, Queen, if I, in the next couple of months, can you interview me on your TikTok and let me talk to people and tell them, that I'm doing well for myself and blah, blah, blah. And she kept saying things like, I'll turn my gifting off so you can make all the money. And I stopped her right there in the conversation and I said, I don't make money on TikTok. And she got real quiet. And I told her, and she's like, well, at least you could take the gifts and spend it on your family. And I said, I don't take gifts. If I do get gifts, I turn around and I turn them into coins and I give them back. I said, I don't make any content to make money on you or anybody else in regards to this platform. So she said, okay, well, can I still come and interview with you? And I told her that she's more than welcome to do so. However, she needs to show actual improvements, even attempts. I told her, I understand it's not going to happen overnight. But you have to start doing something. Switch your medications, go to Subutex for a while, see if that helps, If you try, if you, like I said, if you want to try the kratom stuff, try it, show proof that you're doing what you're doing, go get a job, a part-time, but you got to show proof to me. I'm not just going to plaster you all over my page with this whole look at me, because I think that she just wants to look at me currently just so she can stay within everybody's good graces on this app to continue what she's doing. So I'm not, I told her it's a possibility, but I'm not going to do anything until I get receipts and real receipts. And she's really trying. And the only thing I could suggest to her today was every time she wants to go live from here on out, every time, because she said, can I ask you a question about social media? What if I just want to get on live and I just want to talk to people? Like, I'm not asking for money. I just want to talk to people. What do I do? Like, because people are accusing me of this and that and the other in the comments. I said, all you can do is either just don't entertain it. If you're genuinely getting on your platform and you want to change it around so you can use your lives as something else that's not money based, then you need to prove to your viewers that's what you're doing. You can't just get on one live and everyone's hunky dory because you haven't brought up money that one live. You have to get on there, talk about life, ignore the people who are putting you down or assuming you're on for money, and prove yourself time and time again each live you get on that you're trying to get away from that situation.
Right.
But if you are going to get on live and you are going to ask for money, I told her, take 10 or 15 minutes before you go live and do something to better yourself, even if it's a baby step. Go do some research for 15, 20 minutes about rehabs. Do some research on other medication options and stuff like that before you just hop right back on to ask for the money to go run out to the street and get what you need. Obviously, that didn't work today. I get it. It's like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm just letting you.
That's the way it is. And that's crazy because the conversation that I had with her today doesn't even sound like she's willing to get off of the benzos, because she asked me what she needed to do to be able to, see the baby. And I said that she needed, like, she's still nodding off on TikTok Live. Like, I'm not going to bring my child around that. I said, now, even if you stay on the methadone, because I know people that have only been able to stay clean for 15, 16, 17 years, because they actually worked the, MAT program. Yeah. I'm not knocking you if you're going to stay on methadone so you don't go back to, harder drugs from the street. I don't care about that. But the benzos, I'm just not dealing with it. You know what I mean? And then instead of saying, okay, well, I'll get off of them, she goes, well, what about if we could just meet up at the end of the month when I don't have any?
Yeah.
What? That's not getting clean. That's literally just out of resources.
Right.
And you're still the same exact person that you want me to bring my child around.
Right. If not worse, because you're probably, you'll be out of stuff. So.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know what to think about it, guys. I mean, I did play like a small clip, which got me in trouble on my other account, but I do have it just so you guys don't think that I was just making this stuff up. But I don't know what to do with Lisa. I mean, Lisa is going to be Lisa. I know you guys, a few of you hecklers in here are always like, why do you keep interacting with her? You're not going to save her. I know I'm not going to save her. I'm not. And her and I have a very complicated interaction together on this platform. But, Lisa cried to me today saying she doesn't want to die and she doesn't want her son, Jace, to be without a mom and stuff. So, there's still a part of me. There's still a part of me grasping at maybe someday she'll wake up and she'll be ready. But I'm just holding on to that little maybe just so she knows that she has someone out there in the world who, even though gives her tough love, is ready to stand by her side if and when she's ready to actually get clean. That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to clear up the Thanksgiving things and the stuff about my dad, but the baby is crying. So
Oh,
I'm going to go deal with that.
okay. Well, you enjoy
So
baby.
thank you for letting me clear that up, and I will talk to you guys later.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. She could be the biggest success story if she focused on recovery. Sorry, off topic. Beth is talking about being a TikTok creator. I don't know what Lisa's rock bottom is. Some people are saying it's Jace getting to be 18 and taken off on her or whatever. I don't know what her. Nobody knows what her rock bottom is until she hits it. Um, Benzos, things like that. Um, can't help someone who doesn't want help. I know. Amanda still gets on my nerves more. I have an older sister. She's not going to stop. I mean, yeah, but I guess it's hard for me to just be like, oh, yeah, you're right. She'll never stop. But like, I literally had my own sibling go through a heroin addiction for a handful of years, and she snapped out of it one day. Like, she just woke up one day, she had enough. She must have hit her rock bottom, whatever that event was, and she got her help, and it was outpatient. I don't even think she did uh, outpatient treatment, to be honest. I think um, she took herself off of it, and so she's been 6-7 years clean now. Um, so there is a possibility of anybody waking up from an addiction and be ready to help themselves. But I'm also not going to sit here and be played for Boo Boo the Fool and believe everything Lisa says or how she acts, because I'm not talking to Lisa. I'm talking to the active addiction most of the time. Yeah, the withdrawals could be scary. Beth is still waiting. Hey, I just tagged you. Would you tag me in? Yes, what's going on with the toxic fairy, that liar? Oh my gosh, you tagged me in a video? Okay. Yeah, one day at a time. That's all I keep telling Lisa. One step forward at a time, one day at a time. Um, so we'll see. We shall see. I just feel bad for the children. I did the withdrawals for 2 weeks in bed. Right. She needs to be able to do that. We're not going to advertise adult content on here, so kindly take yourself and leave. Thank you. She was on today. I know. She was on right after she got done talking to me. I feel like no one in her close circle has her back. She is very lonely. She has told me she's extremely lonely. Um, and that's why she kind of wants to sometimes go on live to talk to people, because she's an introvert and she's real lonely. But I told her it's just going to take time to rebuild any kind of rapport with her viewers outside of asking for money. She only gets on when yeah, she burned all her bridges. Lisa's gonna need at least 6 months to a year to get herself better. Aw, your brother cleaned himself up and then passed 8 months later. I'm sorry, but good for him. I'm glad he got clean. Benzo is really hard to withdraw. I had be in a patient supervision with nurses. It's hard being family with active addiction. Unless you've been there, you don't know. Right. So I don't know. For those who, teeter on, is she really getting this for Jace? Is she not really getting it for Jace? I know a lot of you guys are like, she's not just asking money for Jace. I just wanted to confirm with you that, you know, we're not we, but those who are donating are enabling her habits, because she has admitted that she does use some of that donations to get what she needs off the streets. I don't know what she was asking for money for. Oh, you're welcome, beautiful. Um, but anyways, that was my rant for the day. There's reasons why no one wants to be around a using addict, theft, lying, stolen IDs, etc. Lost my mom and brother to addiction. Hope she comes to realize she has a very bad problem. Yes, her dollars could be her last. I had that conversation with her today too, as to why I told her to get off the live. I was like, you had 2,000 people in your live the other day, and there's people vulnerable who don't know who you are. And could you imagine if they gave you their $5 and that was the $5 that tipped you over to ODing, if not being unalived, and then they find out later on that, oh, I donated to her that day, and oh, she's passed, now it's my fault. Like, don't put that on people. Don't put that on people. My question is, how does her clinic not know she's still using? She's not, like, it sounds like her doctors aren't communicating for some reason in the system, in like the computer systems and stuff, or she's not telling complete truths on one doctor to another. She tells me that the clinics know about her Reddit pages that people are on, but at the same time, if they knew genuinely about her Reddit pages, then I don't think they would be treating her the way that they're treating her. So I don't know if that's just her paranoia and she thinks that the clinics know about her, or not. They know, they test you for treatment. She can constantly be changing doctors. I wonder if they test her. She supposedly says she pee tests a few times a month, but random controlled sampling in PA showed nearly 100% of street pills had fentanyl in them. Here in California, they do it before they give it daily. They do test monthly. Yeah, the problem is that with like a lot of like at least from what I've gathered, um pills don't stay in your system too long like marijuana does. So I don't know if she's getting around that or she stopped taking it with X amount of days before she's tested. I don't know how random it is or anything. So I don't know how she's getting away with testing per se, unless she's prescribed the same pills, she's just buying extra of them off the street. And so they are aware that she's taking these type of pills from a prescribed doctor, but they're not aware that she's going overboard and getting more than what she's prescribed each month. That's my thinking. So I think that she's passing these tests because they already know she takes these types of pills, but they just don't know how much she's taking. They stay in your system longer than 3 days. Depends on what clinic she's going to. They're aware, so it's showing us. She's just, yeah, she's saying that it's, most likely she's saying that it's prescribed, which it probably is, but she's just getting way more of it than she should. Yeah. So it's like a loophole almost. It's like a loophole in the system that she's using to her advantage to continue to get the methadone on top of the pills that she's getting. Why she don't get take home? I don't know. What is she taking? Um, Benzos on the street. Did her TikTok get banned? I don't think so. She blocked me though, so I can't access her stuff. Even though she said she's gonna unblock me, she still hasn't done that. And I guess somebody was in her live earlier this morning talking about me, and she was agreeing with that person, but then Lisa's telling me in a voice message, no, I was defending you. No, I was defending you. But I'm being told by my Bush babies that that's not true, and they screen recorded it. So sorry, she's just playing both sides of the fence at this point. She doesn't get take homes because she fails the test. Oh, she deactivated it. I don't know how she's taking both. There's a lot of medication you can't take with it, right? And sadly, some clinics are only in it for the money. They really don't monitor sobriety. Yeah, she does have like a backup account that's subs only. I have access to it, but I don't subscribe and enable her, so I can't watch her lives. You think Chef got banned? That man got like 10, 20 accounts. He'll be all right. He'll be right back, just like Austin. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys liking the live. She told Tech that. She said did get take homes. She told Tech that. No, he was on this morning. It sounds like her doctors aren't communicating. I agree. She gets take homes on Sunday because they are closed on Sunday. Take homes, got it. She says primary care prescribes her the Klonopin. Do I know her personally? I talked to her off the app. Um, so I know of her more than just her face or her TikTok lives. In my state, Texas, doctors, clinics, pharmacies all can see patients' info. Yeah, I think there's like a lack of communication going on. I've been on MAT for almost 4 years. I get monthly take homes. The DEA watches the clinics. She just agrees with whoever she's talking to, no matter what. Yeah. Same here in Georgia. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna have to call her back and see what she gonna say. She's probably just gonna tell me the whole same sob story of I was defending you, Queen. I was doing that. But I don't care. But I do appreciate you guys listening to me. You guys got a little small. I feel like she's selling her stamps, probably. The thing about not helping her is how do we help her kid? I don't know. I know someone who goes to the doctors in 4 different states. Wow. Thank you, Queen, for updating us with grace and good intentions. You're welcome. Now, Chef claiming he may have cancer. YouTube will have her lives. Okay, I'll have to go look at it. You're amazing. Keep up what you do. Thank you. Austin's newest account got permanently banned, period. But I heard he has a backup. I woke up today and I need to pray for more of these people not getting so angry. I'm trying. You're doing all you can, and that shows who you are as a person. Thank you. But anyways, my lovely babies, if you're new, welcome. If you want to be a Bush baby, all you got to do is hit the follow button. And we did some Bush baby work yesterday. We're probably just going to lay low tonight. I'll try to keep tabs on Lisa and do the best that I can. But I know I can't save her. She has to want to save herself. My doctor helped me hit rock bottom by showing me my doctor's shopping list, scripts, and refusing my script. Wow, that is definitely sounding like a rock bottom. He will get 1,000 because people are following him. Wow. No, Drezzy, I worked yesterday. We did the Bush baby work last night. I talked to her sisters, yes. I don't know them personally, but I do. What is a Bush baby? Bush babies, drop your little Bush baby emojis so they know who you are. How's our man? My man is good. He's sleeping for work. He's been working lots of overtime. Those are Bush babies. We go into e-beggars' lives and drop bushes to spread awareness that we're watching them. We know that they're scammers. It gets people curious about what those icons are. And then they end up finding my main page, this backup page, where I like to call out the e-beggars and ask the questions that we would like to ask, but we tend to get blocked real fast when we do. So whenever you see, I see so many. Yeah. So whenever you see little bushes and eyeballs or Christmas tree eyeballs, they are part of the Bush baby crew. And so if you like to spread awareness and you like to do it lightheartedly, with no disgusting malice intentions against the e-beggars, because they are humans too. We don't body shame. We don't name call. We don't, dox people, none of that. They use the lighthearted Bush baby emojis to let them know we're watching. Thank you for the follow. Nikki on YouTube has Lisa's lives. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're really festive this time of year. We have the Christmas Bush baby trees. I can't believe some things people say to the beggars. Right. They're all still human. I'm not going to say some crazy stuff to make them want to, unalive themselves and stuff. That's not the goal at all. My little Bush babies. But yeah, I'm going to hop off here and charge my phone. and try to find something to eat. And I'll be in the bushes, but if you guys want to reach out to me, you're always welcome to send me messages on the backup or the main account. Hopefully I get my live back on my main account in a few days. I should have went live here from the first place because I tend to not have any live issues on this page. But I love you too. I love you guys. Good night. I might sneak into your guys' lives here and there tonight. So keep me entertained because Sinful's asleep. So it's me, myself, and I tonight. All right, guys. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, listening. Good night. Sweet dreams. Get ready for